It was the year 2006. Solution Providers was turning 10. Ralph Mojicato was at the helm, and Solution Providers was present in Germany and Switzerland. To celebrate our successful growth thus far, as well as to map out our journey ahead, we began our tradition of the company-wide annual meeting weekend trips. Our 10th annual meeting, the first big meeting away from Zurich, was held on the beautiful sunny island Mallorca, Spain. Everyone gathered together on a Friday, and we kicked off the landmark event with an introduction session conducted by Ralph, who was very proud of the 10 years of success the SP family had achieved. Much like the AMs we have today, the weekend had a good balance of informative company presentations and fun-filled leisure activities. A catamaran cruise with the whole company aboard sailed on past Saturday, with everyone enjoying the barbecue and swimming in the clear waters. The day ended with party, 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 not forgetting Eric Stelly warning everyone not to drink too much. Our 11th year brought a strategic investment in an Austrian company, Insurance Professional Square. Mindset-wise, it was another big step towards internationalization and was a great learning process for us as we learned how to work with different business customs, cultures, and regulations, as well as learning the value of organic growth. Although we faced many challenges and difficulties, being away from home was the biggest struggle, and as we grew, we exchanged our cozy circle for a wonderful fresh mix of culture, languages, and mindsets. Taking Vienna to heart, we began our quest for Asia. A door to Asia opened when Rafael Bianchi was given the opportunity to move to Singapore for a year to support VP Bank Singapore. He was strategic in looking for someone to join him, one who had the potential to continue the company's efforts to grow Asia in the long term. And so Rafael, together with Eve, a senior consultant back then, did thorough market research before embarking east with a business plan to open an office there. Though many had their doubts whether this duo would succeed, armed with ambition, they ventured forth. Without an office in Singapore, they dialed into telephone conferences from Eve's condo and slowly became regulars at Starbucks. Later on, Avaloq allowed them to use their office, and in return, Rafael was to be Santa, sharing the naughty and nice things of the employees, a fun Christmas happening that he brought back to Solution Providers too. After the VP Bank project, Asia still prevailed as the two got hooked away to other projects. Eve went to DBS Hong Kong, Singapore office's first project, for an initial 3 weeks during their analysis and design phase, but he spent a subsequent 1.5 years there. Rafael focused on business development with other banks, which led to our next projects with Nomura and UBS. These projects in whole were successful, and more resources and support came in the form of Beat Latanzio, heading a host of experts from our Swiss office. This was a turning point for us as we decided to start hiring locally to grow the team in Singapore. In 2009, along Singapore's riverside bars and restaurants, line dancers welcomed the opening of our Singapore office. By Chinese customs, a line dance at the beginning of a business venture signifies abundance of good fortune and wealth. This proved to be true as we soon expanded to another floor of the shophouse, and our first few local hires joined our ranks as business consultants: Wiki, Patrick, Danny, and Nitin. It was at first challenging in the small office, setting up our own infrastructure both physically and digitally. On one funny and dire occasion, with the electronic security system set in Switzerland's time zone, a babble of shirt and ties was seen along the Singapore River at 9 AM GMT +8, watching a fireman climb into the back window of 67 Boat Quay to break into their shophouse office. It was nothing short of memorable. Everything was hands-on at the beginning. We had to set up everything in the office, from installing wires to drilling to building IKEA furniture. Later on, much to our delight, we managed to get second-hand furniture from our client Coots, which was a big upgrade from the slowly disintegrating IKEA furniture. Our Boat Quay office was rather unique as it was right on top of a bar. Every day at 4 PM, the music will start and everyone could feel the office floor vibrate to the beat of the music. The music on Fridays were the loudest. Back then, when we were small and starting out, and clients will wonder why they should trust solution providers, Rafael always used to tell them that we are too small to fail. As we grew, we recognized the importance of building the company culture. The app played a crucial role in making everyone feel like a family and made the SG office bond well together. Ralph doted on our Singapore colleagues. When he visited Singapore, he used to bring a suitcase full of chocolates and sausages and hold a barbecue with cheese fondue. When they visited Switzerland, he even took the day off to bring them around. Over the years, our company's foundation was reinforced. We learned the importance of good company culture and started the Dynamo Meter project on employee satisfaction and company culture. Becoming an international company meant that we had employees from diverse backgrounds and cultures. We celebrated our diversity and converged together to build our company. The 15th annual meeting marked a milestone in our history. Employees from Europe and Asia flew to Mykonos, Greece to celebrate our success, while sharing results and conducting workshops on Dynamo Meter. We ramped up our arsenal of tools like the e-learning authoring tool and insurance in a box in 2009. Valuing our expertise, we introduced a new career path for topic experts in 2011 and proved our skills by winning second in Best of Consulting of Ritschhoff Woher. We focused on forming a strong network through strategic partnerships, for example, TTS and offshore companies, to complement our value chain offering. The handover of CEO position from Ralph to Michael was announced in 2009. Michael is known for being a very analytical and strategic thinker who had a real entrepreneurial spirit. He's very driven and was pivotal in pushing our company towards growth and successful globalization. While Switzerland was still the largest entity in the group, we sought for and found growth in Asia and improved our global diversification. Michael made his first official visit to Singapore under the new strategic flag for Asia 2011 and eventually made his decision to move over. With the new focus on expanding our footprint in Asia and strong support from the European offices, the Singapore office diversified beyond Avaloq projects. Together, the management team led our growth in management consulting on non-Avaloq projects, especially with UBS. We also began our insurance arm with our first project at AXA. The team was instrumental in helping to achieve a smooth integration for the general insurance business of AXA with HSBC's. Singapore had a good balance of Avaloq, non-Avaloq banking and insurance projects, led by Eve, Mersad and Michael respectively. Since it was not as common for Singaporeans to do their masters, it was becoming difficult to meet the growing demand for consultants in the company. As a solution, the role of associate consultants was introduced to allow graduates with bachelors to join the company, and soon after, we started to get more local hires. The Singapore office grew, and it was time to find a new office that was bigger and more professional. A secret name, The Bay, was given to the new office in AXA Tower, and we had a fun treasure hunt around Singapore to find the new office. It is the same open-minded, resourceful and eager spirit that is prevalent in all of us as we participate in the activities leading up to our 20th anniversary celebration. Geographical boundaries have proved to be no match for the creative consulting mind. Ethos, Mosaic, Arsenal, Prowess and Alliance. Each of your teams own these cornerstones of SynPulse and will continue on this journey to shape our SynPulse 2026. Your contribution to the upcoming activities will define the next chapter of SynPulse's Chronicles. And who knows, some of you may even be stars of the next SynPulse blockbuster.